Hey y'all, it's Tabby Toe, and I'm just trying to rest my legs right now. They look way better than they did. So on Friday, my husband's like, you need to go. Well, Thursday night, he's like, that looks horrible on your leg and you need to go to the walking clinic. So I went, and she told me to take Zyrtec and gave me a $1 tube of cream. I'll show you. This is the cream. Yes, it was only $1. But hey. Anyways, it works way better than the cream I was using that was, not behind the counter. So, I'll let you look at my legs now. And this is on Sunday. And if you hear something in the background, I'm just heating up the oven, preheating. I want to eat a frozen pizza for supper. Because that's the kind of day I'm having, and I forgot to thaw out the chicken because we are going to have chicken Alfredo for this week. But the rest of the week, my husband's going to be eating frozen pizzas and bologna sandwiches because we got to get rid of that bread. We completely forgot about eating it last week, so we got to eat it this week for sure. I'm going to make some grilled cheeses too because I still got to eat that. Remember that tomato soup I've been talking about for months? It's still in there. I've still not ate it. Now that air's on. If you hear that. And the way the air is, it's like there's a vent right above the television. So when you're watching a movie or just television in general, you got to turn it up because you can't hear it. But that's what I've been doing today. We went to church this morning. I was trying not to fall asleep because that's just how I am. And I didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning anyway. And I got to stay up till 1:30 this morning. Or, to get ready for work. And get in that routine of staying up late. Or late-ish anyway. For some people it's not late, but for me it's late. But so far, works okay. And it's just okay. It's not what I thought. Unfortunately, it's not what I thought. But it is way better than that daggum hotel. And I am getting paid way more. And I actually get 40 hours a week. But I do go home when they ask for volunteers. Because I'm that person. And like I said, I don't have to work. I choose to work. And my husband did okay me to go home if they ask. So I went home 3 times. Well, 2 times I volunteered, and then Friday they made us go home at 10:30 because done with. There was no more work to do, and we had 2 hours to go because I get off at midnight. So yeah, I got off. Well, I should say I clocked out at 10:30, and by the time I got home, it was pretty much 12:30 when I finally got in the shower. Because I'm nasty after work, y'all. Sweaty, dirty. It's a warehouse. It's dirty in there. And yeah. And I definitely get a workout. You won't believe how much weight I've lost. And I'm saying probably in 2 weeks. At first I said 1 week, but there's no way I lost that much weight in 1 week. So I'm counting the academy. So I started the academy. I worked 1 week there. I didn't do that much walking, but I did it. Just eats rotisserie chicken, little soft taco shell mini tacos all week that week with some cold shredded cheese. I ate them cold, the chicken and everything. Because they only have 2 microwaves. So I try to just take my lunch and let it be cold items so I don't have to wait in line forever for the microwave. Because you only get 30 minutes. So I get two 10-minute breaks. And by the time you walk to the location where you take a break, that's 2 minutes off your time. Then I have to go wash my hands. So, yeah, I barely even have time for a drink. I bring a little Pepsi, and I can't even drink it all before I get a emergency Well, not an emergency. It's like a alarm to show you have 2 minutes to get back to your work location. So yeah, you pretty much just have an 8-minute break, but I get 2 of those a day, or I should say night, and then a 30-minute lunch. So you gotta learn how to eat fast, and since that's weird hours, I don't eat as much as I used to. I don't eat 3 meals a day. I eat once in the morning. I make myself breakfast. This week I'm having copycat bowls. I'm going back to those this week, just until I get rid of the eggs, because I'm still working on getting rid of the eggs from last week. And then I've got that whole thing of chicken nuggets in the freezer, so I'm going to eat those. And I don't really care for the feel-good nuggets as much as I do that other, what's it called? Just Bear. The Just Bear is way better. But unfortunately, Walmart don't carry Just Bear. At least not the Walmart that I'm at. Which I usually don't go to Walmart, but we did go to Walmart today because I needed a Fitbit. And I did get a Fitbit, and it's charging in the man cave because his couch is fancy and it has a charging station. But I only got a $35 one, and unfortunately I didn't know I needed a screen protector, so I probably will scratch it up first thing when I go to work. But it is what it is. At least I have something to tell me what time it is. Excuse me. Somebody was doing that behind me at church. I was about to go ballistic. They just kept going. I'm like, why are you clearing your throat? You're not talking. It'd be different if they were talking. Because, see, I was talking, and that's why I had to clear my throat. But they were just sitting there, and they kept on. I'm like, stop it. You're annoying. Yeah. But I guess, it helped me stay awake. And, John preached an amazing message this morning. And you can go on YouTube and watch it at Christway Church. But I have trouble. Like I said, I didn't go to sleep until late. And I was just sleepy this morning. And I can't drink in my Alani's. And I really needed Alani this morning to, get me awake. But it's like as soon as I walk outside, well, honestly, I was still sleepy when we got back in the car. But once I ate my Captain D's for lunch today, I felt better. But for this week's snacks or lunch items, I told him, I said, we don't need that much groceries because I spent $245 last week on groceries. So we needed like 2 liters for him. We needed work Cokes for both of us. Oven's ready for the pizza. The pizza I'm eating is Red Baron. I bought it last week. And it has pepperonis and it has pepperonis and jalapenos on them. And it's really good. Not too spicy, but I love Red Baron. It's probably one of my favorite frozen pizza brands out there. I love their French bread, little bites. Well, it's not really a bite, but it's like a French bread cut in half, and then they put cheese and pepperonis, and I just like it. It's one of my favorite things to buy, but this time I bought a big pizza. I figure me and my husband both can eat it. He can eat half and I eat the other half. Probably about 4 slices each. But anyway, I never did tell you how much weight I've lost. Talking about how much pizza I'm about to eat. But it's okay. Like I said, I don't eat as much as I did because I just can't. I don't have time. I gotta be at work at least an hour and 30 minutes early just to walk. And that's how I've lost this weight, y'all. But anyways, I've lost 13 pounds in give or take 2 weeks. And it's official because when I went to the walk-in clinic, they always make you, anytime you go to the doctor, for any reason, they always make you get on that scale. And I hadn't ate anything, and it was like 10:30 in the morning. And I weighed exactly the same as I did as the scale at my house told me I weighed. And that's awesome. So I'm at 223.6. And if I lose another 13 pounds this week, that would be awesome. My husband did say eventually you'll stop losing weight because your body gets used to all the walking. But I'm hoping I'll continue to lose weight and I can get to my goal weight, because I still got like probably about 80 pounds to go to be officially at the doctor's, weight that I'm supposed to be, because I'm so short. Now, if I was like 5'6", like my mom and my sister, I'd probably just have to weigh like 140, or no, not even 140. I'd probably be 160 would be my target goal in the eyes of the doctor, because I'm taller. Sorry, I gotta adjust because my hand hurts. But anyways, but since I'm short, I need to be 125, 130. And I don't know if I'll ever get to that point, but if I could just get in the hundreds again, I'd be happy with myself. And I would just deal with hopefully I will get that size. Because, my job it's a labor job, but I'm not killing myself like I was at the hotel. That was so intense that I couldn't even walk when I got home. At least this one's exactly 8 hours. And I can go home if they ask for volunteers. But, it's a real super easy job. And unfortunately, I couldn't do the fork truck driver job because it was just a whole thing. Like, at the academy, they let me drive the old fork truck that I have 3 years experience on, and I was I was a pro at it. And after 2 days, I was, because it's been 9 years since I even drove one. So after 2 days, it came back to me, and I was able to drive and go fast and, do really awesome. And they really liked me. And, they were praising me because they were like, "Girl, you should be at the factory already because you're awesome." But I didn't want to go when everybody else could go a day early. No. But you already know that. I already told you that. But anyways, and then on Friday, I'm glad they didn't let me go, because I learned on Friday that at the factory, they have totally different fork trucks. And they're like, "Well, people think those are easier to drive." And I'm like, okay, I'll see when I get there. Well, I saw, and I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable, and I'm 5 foot, and I'm a plus size girly. And that ride was skinny in there. Plus, they had this backrest, and it hit me right in the back area where my back always hurts anyway. And I'm like, I'm not doing this for 8 hours. Plus, I wasn't comfortable on the thing. I was afraid I was going to hit something right away, and then they'll send me back to the academy because I hit something, and they'll give me 10 points. And then if you get 30 points, you don't have a job. So I feel like that I would feel way better if I could just have an easier job where I'm not on a ride and I'm just there either sweeping or doing whatever they need me to do. So hopefully I'll find out tomorrow what location I'll be in, because she said it is common. Not everybody can hack it. And it's okay that they'll just put me somewhere else, doing something else. So, I just hope it's an easier job and not so loud. Because where they had me working all week, since I wasn't on a ride, it was really loud. And show you my legs yet? They look way better than they did. But my right leg and ankle are swollen, and Friday the rash went down to my ankle and got really bad looking. But this on my right, I don't know why. My left is like normal size leg. My right is all puffy and swollen, and also like, I couldn't shave my legs for like 4 days, and I just felt so nasty, and I'm like, I don't want to shave because it'll make the rash hurt, and it'll probably irritate the rash and make it worse. But this morning I shaved to the point of where the rash started. I stopped, so my knee down to where like normal long socks are, that's where I stopped shaving. But I feel like cleaner, or you just feel clean after you shave, sometimes. But that's just me probably. But I can show you my Fitbit. I think it's done charging now, and it was only $35. It came with its own charger. I've got 2 different color straps. I got a black one and a pink one, and I'm definitely going to wear the black one to work because, like I said, I get dirty. And yeah, that'll be for the best. But at least I'll actually have a clock, and I'll be able to know what time it is, but like my steps, and I'm really curious about how many steps I take. So yeah, I got one of them, and it's only $35, so hopefully, I can get at least a couple months out of it before it craps out on me, because I'm sure it will, or I'll probably break it or smack it against a pallet or something. But I wish I did know that I needed a screen protector, because I'm sure I'll scratch it right away just with that kind of job. But I mean, I like the job pretty well. I mean, it is what it is. It's easy money. I mean, as long as you go to work, I shouldn't have a problem, and I'll just keep to myself. And these big old ear muff protectors, noise cancellation, whatever. They were only like $11 at Home Depot. I don't know if I'm allowed to wear them, but I'm gonna ask, and I hope I can, because I tried to wear earplugs, because like I said, they slam pallets constantly all night, and at the end of the night, my little sensitive ears, I can't help it. They hurt. They actually hurt on the inside. So I'm like, I gotta do something, and wearing earplugs just because I gotta take them out and then put them back in, and my hands are dirty, and then that just makes the dirt go inside my ear, and that's not good. So I'm not gonna put actual earplugs in my ear. That's not gonna happen. But I'll go in there and show you. Also, I was trying to find little quick snacks I can eat for work, and I found this. And also, I need to go put my pizza in there. I forgot about that. I ate half of it just to try it. It's called Junkless, but it's a granola bar, chocolate chip, and it actually has stuff in it that you can read, not a big old long word you don't understand what it is. And they taste pretty decent. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a granola bar, but it don't have all that nasty, weird stuff I can't pronounce in it. It's got your basic sunflower oil and all that good stuff in it. So they're pretty good. They'll be good little healthy snack, healthy-ish snack for work. Because I am taking mini cucumbers as well as cutie oranges. But I'm going to cook me a big old thing of green beans too, and take them for a side for my meal prep for my lunches. And I might start taking a small little lunch, because I go in early anyway, just so I can see my husband. Because he's on day shift, I'm on second shift. We never see each other during the week, other than like in the morning he'll like hug me before he leaves, or he'll give me a little hug before he leaves, or like a little pat because I'm still asleep. He's just like, love you, and then I'm like, and I'm like half asleep when he leaves, so I can't even tell him I love him back. And so that's what we do now. We meet up 30 minutes before I have to clock in. He clocks out an hour before I have to clock in. So we sit there for a good 30 minutes, just, catching up on our day, how our day went, what's going on with who, and sometimes. If he works over, I do bring him supper to eat. But I think I will bring me a little snack to eat as well when I'm eating or sitting with him in his little break area. So I brought a yogurt and a bag of chips on Friday. And the bag of chips was Fritos, and I had ate that whole box, you know, the last 2 weeks, and all the chips were fine. They were fresh. And that one bag of Fritos that I took was so stale that I spit out the chip. Like, I was like, ew, why is it so stale? And yeah, I had to spit it out into my empty yogurt. Kitty, if you puke, I just fed her, and she's gonna go up there and puke, I know it. She's so weird, y'all. And it's an endless battle. There's no sense in even trying to tell her to hush. She ain't gonna hush. But I do need to go out there. I keep looking at my hummingbird feeder. I need to go clean it. It looks like there's ants or something on the inside of it. Because it's red, but it's kind of see-through. So I can see that there's something black floating in there. It's probably a bunch of ants. So I definitely need to clean that out. I gotta wash my dishes. Been sitting there since Friday, y'all. Hey, don't judge me. My legs have been swollen, and I hadn't had the energy to wash dishes. But I know I got to. But I need to put that pizza in the oven real quick, too. A side note, me and my husband was talking about this thing. And since I have a job at that place, I really don't need to use this anymore. Ever. Because who wants to walk on a treadmill on the weekends when they finally have 2 days off from work, when they constantly walking at work? Yeah, nobody, unless you're a person that likes to work out constantly. And that's really not me. Yeah, we went to Captain D's. And look at my dirty dishes. It ain't that bad. I mean, this big old pot that had or bowl that had the spaghetti in it's taking up the whole side. There's a few plates and some cups, so it don't look as bad. And then our work Yetis. But let me get this big old pizza pan and get this pizza in there. And I still haven't been able to order my daggum little things that I wanted to order to replace this. Eventually, I gotta focus on getting some bills paid off. If you know, you know. Is anybody else's cabinet do this? This is little pieces of wood for where it chips off, because my pans hit it, and then I'll have to wipe off my pans sometimes. My husband has had this one since he was single in his 20s. This bad boy's a good 20-something years old, but hey, it works. If it works, it works. And it looks pretty clean, so let's spray her with Pam. Get her done. Get her pizza on there. I hope you're having a good weekend, good week, whenever you're watching this. And I hope you like this video, because I was like, I don't know what to do, y'all. Because we hung out with our friend on Saturday, and I didn't really want to film everything that we did, which was pretty much, we just went to Culver's, and I tried their chicken sandwich, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not Chick-fil-A, but it was good and nice and hot and fresh. The onion rings were nice and hot and fresh as well. Their honey mustard's okay. It's not my favorite honey mustard, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much like Chick-fil-A's honey mustard. And I'm not a fan of Chick-fil-A's honey mustard either. Kitty, just because I'm in here don't mean you meow. Look at her. Look how much food I just fed her, y'all. Not even 15 minutes ago, and she's already ate all that. Are you a beggars? I know what you want. Don't rub up on me. I got medicine on. She wants cheese, but does she deserve it? No. Oh, yeah. And this is what I got. You can only find this at Food Line, at least in my surrounding area of grocery stores. They only sell it at Food Line. They don't skimp on them jalapenos. This is gonna be spicy pizza right here. It says 16 to 18, so I'll put it on 17 for good measure. Alrighty, let's let her cook. Yeah, I got this big old huge box. I figured it'd last me like 3 weeks or at least 2 weeks, because I'm sure my husband will help me eat them. Which chips are your favorite? Let me know in the comments. These are my dad's favorite. Every time I eat these, I think of him. And then I love Doritos. They're usually my go-to. The nacho cheese. That's my sister's favorite chip. This is my second favorite chip. My mom's favorite chip. I love all of them though. That's my third favorite chip. If it was my husband's choice, he'd go with these first, these second, these third. He don't like the sour cream and onion, but I could eat any of them. And out of all of them, this is probably my least favorite. I mean, I'll keep it real for y'all. I like them, but out of all of them, my least favorite. I wonder what 7 and 5 means. Oh, like 5 of those, 7 of those. I get it now. Sorry, I'm kind of slow sometimes. I got me some of these Coca-Cola products this week, because I had Pepsi the last 2 weeks. My husband got Pepsi products for his Coke or soda intake for work. And this right here is what I got. A folding compact earmuffs. Dadgummit, I can't get nothing. Give me a second. I gotta throw this away. Pizza wrapper. I've been eating those peanuts. Unfortunately, they don't have salt on them, so they're kind of blah. But I eat them anyway. Because I am a plus size girly, and I don't really, I mean, it's obvious that I don't really care. I'll eat whatever. But, I'm still excited about my weight loss, though. Hopefully it continues. These things, it's my new addiction. I have to have these, which unfortunately I didn't buy more of because I didn't know where they were in Walmart, because I usually don't shop at Walmart. But I needed a new belt, and I needed another pack of 100% cotton compression socks. And I'll have to show you how dorky I am. But I'm just going to work, and I don't care. I'm married. I don't care what people think about me. And that's what I do. Alright, let's go into the man cave. I'll show you my little Fitbit watchy poo. And did I ever show you that this right here, it's a light, dark. Yeah, you could just go light or in between. Or we're going to go all the way up. But yeah. And that did have a cover over it, but it shattered. Because I was in here dusting one day, and I noticed, I'm like, is that shattered? Is that this, like, the style? It was shattered. But luckily, it didn't shatter when he took it down, or when I was dusting. So that was a blessing right there. Look at my little cute little watch, though. I'm excited. I can see how many steps I take, and I can show y'all. But the screen's not on, so I feel like it's charged. But it's like a little magnetic little charger. And then this is his couch set up. And then if you don't want to do that, it also has lights. I'm trying not to get my leg on it, but I think my leg touched it with my medicine. But see, it has lights. Something else I can't stand about going to Walmart is it never fails. I mean, we can't even get our groceries in the car without somebody begging for money. And I mean, I understand some people probably are struggling, but we're struggling too. We just want to get our groceries in the car and go home. I mean, if you can't even get out of your car, this guy was brave enough. Like, he got up right up close to me in his car now and asked for money for groceries. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that's what you're using it for. Yeah, and I just said, sorry, don't have no cash. Sorry. But I hope you like my little video. I'm making it. I'm gonna make this job work. I'm gonna try to be the best employee so they don't let me go. And I'm excited that I get to see my husband and get to see what he does. And I don't know, I just like it. I like the fact that I'm losing weight. That's a plus. And yeah, I'm really gonna make it work, y'all. But I'll let you know if anything happens, anything major. But I hope y'all have a good week, have a good day. God loves you. And really, seriously, look at my church. Look up today's service. Church or Crossway Church on YouTube. Look it up. John's an awesome preacher. And he's silly. Like, he'll make you laugh, especially today. He's got some funny stories. And I wish I was like that. Like, I wish I was that person that had funny stories that can make you laugh like him. Like, he just makes it look easy. And that's another reason why I like to do YouTube, because it helps me with my speech, helps me talk, and yeah, just trying to keep it real. Have I ever showed you the map in the background? My husband ordered that map, and it shows all the locations that we together as a couple have traveled to, or single travels of just like me. I went to Montana, Hungry Horse, Montana when I was 18 on a mission trip. And then I went to Jamaica on a mission trip when I was 22. Well, I was pretty much 23 because I think I'd been dating my husband at the time for 2 weeks when I went. So we hadn't been dating long when I decided to go on this mission trip. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I'll show you up close everywhere we've been. I don't know if we put Ohio, but I'll check it out, because we have been to Ohio as well. Y'all like his Godzilla I got him? It was like at not a state sale, but it was a fancy yard sale in Chattanooga my mama found. It was like a big old warehouse years ago, and I got this bad boy right here for $8. He looks brand new. My husband likes to use this tail as a door opener or like stopper. But yeah, he's really big on the Three Stooges. Him and his dad, that's one thing they have in common, if all they have in common. And of course, his woman is Wonder Woman, and I got him that a few years ago. Pretty sure I already showed you that though. I'll come over here and show you the map. And we've got a few photos from Free Prints. Shout out Free Prints. I mean, this photo is kind of dark, but my husband liked it. So I was like, alright then. But it shows us Universal in 2020. I think it was 2022 when we went to the Vols game. That was my very first official Vols game. And that'll be my last one, because it was horrible. I just don't like sitting in a little small area, being cramped with strangers and high up like that. I didn't like it at all. But yeah, solo trips together are the yellow ones. Or, yeah, or trips together are yellow, and then the solo trips are blue and green. So I want to go to Australia, but it'll be a while before we get to do that, if we ever get to do it. But we have talked about it. Let's see, we've talked about going to China, because I want to go to, or Japan, China and Japan. I think it was really Japan that we wanted to go to, because, Disney World. and they also have a Universal. And that their Disney World is awesome, and their rides are more unique than America. I'm trying to get closer, y'all. Excuse me. But yeah, we went to Canada. Okay, he's got it marked, I think. One part in Canada. Toronto, Niagara Falls, Canada. But quite a bit of places together. But yeah, and then that's one of our first times. I think that's when I got bit by a rat, when we went to Chicago. First time at Wrigley, got that picture. And first time in Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Stadium. It was awesome. And I'm not even a football person, but I just thought that was the coolest experience. Because we got to tour the stadium, and it was just awesome. And I can't wait to go back, because we plan on going back. And we're going to go to the Texas Rangers, which their stadium is just a walk away. I mean, it's right there next to the football stadium in Dallas, Texas, so it'd be perfect. But anyways, that's kind of a close-up. But yeah, we are not going to go there. That'd be a no-no. Not interested in that. This right here is one of the first stuffed animals I got my husband when we were dating. And he got this little silly hat. It's like made out of like a plushie. And I just put it on the dog just because, just to have it somewhere to go. My husband ordered a new little toilet thing. I know that's something weird to show y'all, but I'm proud of it. I like it better. It's sturdier and it's actually usable. Because this other one, it just held the toilet paper. So, yeah, my mom wants it, so I'm going to give it to her. And he got this thing because his shoulders and stuff was hurting him. And he don't even use the thing. It probably needs to be charged. I need to give these back to my mom, because I don't need them anymore, because she gave me a whole set. So yay. Now I had to put the treats up here, y'all. Man, I got you sideways. I'm so sorry for that, y'all. I forgot what I was doing. But yeah, I had to put the treats up here because the kitty, my husband left the door open, and the kitty got the treats because they were sitting right there. And she was trying to open them. She had a few holes in the bag. I'm like, you little sneak. So, yeah, she didn't get treats that day for being sneaky. Yeah, I'm talking about you, kitty. Yeah, you ain't getting nothing. She thinks when I open that door, she's gonna get something. You ain't gonna get nothing, kitty. No, you're not. You little sneaky. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. ChubbyTNwifey out. We'll do something funner next time, y'all.